In the heart of Shibuya, there's a bar hidden so deep in the twists and turns of its neon-lit streets that most believe it's an urban legend. Only I found it. The entrance was a sleek panel, flush against the shimmering cyber walls, almost indistinguishable from the myriad of neon signs and holographic ads. As I stepped in, the first thing I noticed was that it was dark, save for a faint, otherworldly blue glow emanating from the drinks. The bartender, face hidden behind layers of augmented reality visors, acknowledged me with a nod. "I heard you served the real Shibuya experience," I murmured, sliding onto a stool. With silent grace, he slid a cocktail my way, its liquid shimmering in that same eerie blue. Taking a hesitant sip, my reality immediately fractured. I was in Shibuya, but not my Shibuya. The streets, although familiar, were mirrored, the neon glow somehow darker, more sinister. Crowds moved but made no sound, their faces blurred as if obscured by a faulty data feed. Panic gripped me, and I stumbled through the streets, trying to make sense of this silent, inverted city. Every once in a while, I'd catch my reflection in the mirrored surfaces, but each time, my face was older, more haggard, until the reflection staring back was barely recognizable. Desperate, I found my way back to where the bar should have been, but it wasn't there. Instead, there was an old payphone, its receiver swinging gently, emitting soft static. I grabbed it, and a voice whispered, "Did you enjoy the true Shibuya experience?" In a daze, I pleaded, "How do I get back?" "Find the one whose reflection doesn't change," it responded before fading out. Hours, days, perhaps years seemed to pass as I searched, the weight of this mirrored realm pressing on me. Finally, at the crossing, amidst the faceless, silent crowd, I spotted a young girl. Her reflection, unlike mine, remained consistent. Approaching her felt like walking through molasses, every step heavier than the last. But when I finally reached her, she simply smiled, pressed something cold into my hand, and whispered, "Time to go home." Suddenly, I was back in the bar, the bartender removing the now empty glass from my hand. The cold object the girl gave me was still clutched tightly in my grip, a small, broken pocket mirror. My reflection, thankfully, was mine again, but the deep lines of age and stress remained, a permanent mark of my time in the mirrored Shibuya. As I left the bar, reeling from the experience, I heard the bartender tell another curious patron, "You want the real Shibuya experience?" And I hurried away, determined never to return. But every time I look into a mirror, I wonder, which side am I truly on?